Air signs, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. I just usually have like a whole speech and stuff, and we'll get to that, but I was pulling out my cards, and what I got as I was pulling them out, this was sitting on the bottom of the deck of our vice versa, our chariot. So I pulled out the steampunks because I like everybody out and present just in case we need them, and I opened up the steampunks. And we have the chariot. So I thought that was kind of fun, just throwing that out there for you guys. But yes, so we have a full, super blue moon going through Pisces at the end of this month. We're actually going to have full moon, like 100% illumination throughout today and tomorrow. We got 2 days of this because it's just so gosh darn big. And if you've gone out and looked at the moon, it is huge. It is very big, especially like when it's first rising and when it's starting to like go on to the other side of the sky. Like, it's just huge. It's really beautiful. It's cool. Last night I even took a picture of it. It was just like a big old cross in the sky from the light coming off of it. It's big. It's big, big, big. I don't know about you guys, but it sure is big for me. And I think it's big for everybody. It's a lot of things. It's our halfway point even, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I feel like all this stuff started around that full wolf moon at the beginning of the year in January, and I think that was a super moon, and it was very dramatic, and I've had a lot of drama with these big moons, and it's a lot of fun, honestly. Like, it's terrible, it's awful, and it's beautiful and lovely. It's all the things all at once, and that's kind of my favorite stuff in the world. I love all of it, so I'm very excited to get into our reads. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun. Air signs always are for me, so let's get into it. Let's get started. Let's get going. Oh, hey there, Libras. How's it been? How's this moon cycle going for you? As I do so recall, we were in a situationship type thing where we weren't working together with our partner very well. Whoever our partner was, it was very like each person had the things that the other person needed and was trying to get, but nobody was sharing. Nobody was caring. And we were just still doing it anyways, so I'm very curious to see what has been bubbling up for you, my Libras. What is happening? We're not moving and we're not working. 8 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, reversed. Well, it's not teamwork there. Teamwork is not making this dream work. That is for sure. And we're not walking away either. We standing here not doing nothing. Moving on the top of the deck. Oh, really, Libras? How do you think that's going to work out? The dark side of the Ace of Cups. Not reversed. Came out upright. We are in the dark of night with a new love journey. We're also feeling like we can see it. Like we can feel this partnership, this 10 of Pentacles. It's very conflicting. It's very conflicting. Let me tell you that. What do we got coming here? Got a Hierophant, a Knight of Cups, and an Ace of Pentacles as well. Hierophant and the High Priestess are a divine pair. They are the spiritual male and female leaders. It does. It still feels like we're working two sides here. It still feels like this High Priestess is still very focused and very determined and set that this is the vision, this is the future. There is those 10 of Pentacles, but we got this Hierophant here who's taking his cup and going out to get a pentacle. The High Priestess has 10. So why does the Hierophant need 1? Right? Or at least she's feeling that 10. But our Hierophant is moving in a different direction. Strength came out, kind of touching both of these energies. It's a battle. It's a battle of wills between these two people right here, right now. Both sides are coming at it. They're doing what they're doing, but they're not doing the same thing. Yeah, the High Priestess just wants a fresh start. The High Priestess wants to start all over again. And the Hierophant does too, but in a different way. We still have 4 spilled cups here. We're still feeling a lot of disappointment. And came out between the two of them. And there's that tower. There's the tower. With the gods watching over it, even. This lightning striking from the sky due to the gods' wills. Both of these wanted to come out. He flipped over. Our Fool reversed himself. He started to come out and he tripped and fell. The Empress kind of wanted to come out with that card, but she didn't. This just feels very fixed energy, doesn't it? Like I just feel very stuck. There's the Empress. She did come out this time, but she came out with a different set of cards. She came out with a Page of Pentacles in between her and the Emperor. Our other divine pairing. So a High Priestess is looking at this 10 of Pentacles that it's trying to have with the Hierophant. Our Empress is looking at the Page of Pentacles between her and this Emperor. The divine pairings are showing up, but there's always one in and one out. Six Cups, 9 Swords. Also reversed. I feel like the energy coming from this is just being done. Being done with being afraid, and being done with feeling like they have to go home. This is kind of like a, I'm not coming home, it sucks there kind of vibe. I'm not coming home, it sucks there. All I see when I go there, you keep calling me home. This guy keeps calling me home. But everything that I see when I get there is all of the things that are blocking me. All of the things that are standing in my way. So we had divine mismatches on our new moon. That was what we were playing with. The matches are coming up here, but they're coming up separate. As if the two people in this situation are both maybe not even completely aware of this action, but they are moving towards their true divine partnerships. I think. Again, there's like a lot of not movement and a lot of like not energy, generally speaking, but there's also like movement and progression. It's push and pull, it's resistance. But yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting, Libras. We're being pushed, we're being pulled. One person doesn't want to leave, and one person doesn't want to go home. Each one seems to be really trying to pull in their divine partner, but I don't know if these people realize that the person that, or at least I don't know if one of these people doesn't realize that the partner that they're trying to pull in is not the person that they're trying to pull in. If you want your divine partner, you want your divine partnership, and you're absolutely 100% sure that it is this person, but in actuality, it's like some other person over here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this feels like. It feels like a lot of resistance and, like, surety that, like, this thing is the thing, but really it's the next thing that's the thing kind of thing that's going on. And that's why it's all crashing and burning. Because not everybody is working towards their own personal highest good. They're getting in their own way. Trying to stop the devastation of this tower burning. But really, like, this tower is the thing that's been blocking you from your divine partnership this entire time. So maybe it does have to come down. I definitely came to a sort of emo realization yesterday of, like, you know what, if bridges start burning, let them burn. Right now, with all of this, like, powerful moon energy trying to bring in change, like, why bother resisting change? If it's gonna change, it's gonna change. Like, there's no point in getting mad about it. Right? Right? Judgment came under the table. Yeah, it's a feeling of not wanting to acknowledge the higher judgment. It's out there. It's coming in. Resistance. There's so much resistance. Don't resist, Libras. Feels. a Queen of Wands, a pair of Kings, a pair of Queens, and a Knight. I knew that was going to come out. I was like, 2 Kings, another Queen. There's another Queen coming. Bet your bottom dollar. Yeah. This is definitely an energy of like 4 individuals, 4 people. Again, the females, not looking. Not even looking at this. The males, right here. Divine counterparts. Right here are the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. But we have a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands. So there's matches and there's mismatches in this group of people, in this scenario, in this setup here. And I think this Knight of Wands is really, really calling for movement. We need to shuffle this about. We need to do a partner swap or something. I don't know, because, again, what we're doing isn't working, but what the other person is doing is working. And so one energy is pulling in, the other energy is going out. But it's not in a natural breath, like breathing sort of way of like your inhale and your exhale. You draw in and you express it out kind of thing. This is, it's mixed up, it's jumbled. Nobody really knows which way to look anymore. It's all very confusing, Libras. You got so many things piled up on your scale, so many people, so many like influences in here. I just want to make sense of it. I mean, like, yeah, personal advice. If something's coming in, let it. No, really, don't stick your feet in the ground. Let it. Just let it. Another Knight. Pentacles. Knights and Queens are pairing up, though. A Queen of Wands has a Knight of Wands sitting out there. Queen of Pentacles has that Knight of Pentacles. And then there's Death. There's Death. I fell under the table, so I'm not sure if I should take it reversed or not. I think the only reason it came out reversed is because, again, there is a resistance. There is a resistance to change here. There's a resistance to this death, but this is like the free side of death, you know? This is the part of death where a new life begins. And I think that's the reason that it came out that way. Get your vibration in order, Libras. Pull your vibration in order and try to go through all of these things with a fine-tooth comb. Really, try to figure out, like, where do all these cords actually lead to? You know they're there. You know you're tied to people. You know you have these karmic cords, but, like, where are they actually going? Do you really know? Because it feels like a big tangled ball of yarn right now. And everybody's doing something a little bit different. And yeah, it's just, we gotta bring it in. Let it be. Let this and this be your guide. Follow these 2 cards. It is the painful route. but it'll get you to a much better place. I don't see any of this stopping unless you let it stop, unless you give it permission to be over. Stop putting that fire out. That tower is blocking you from your destiny. It is. It's keeping you out. It's keeping you away from your divine partnership, whether you recognize it or not. I think you put a mask on the other person and are absolutely determined that the face that you put on that person is their true face. But I don't think it is. I think there's somebody else entirely than who you think they are. And not in a bad way. We're all kings and queens here. We're all high priestesses and emperors and empresses and hierophants. Like, we're all divine in our own light, in our own respect. We all serve our own purpose. The problem that I'm seeing here is just a whole bunch of mismatch. Everything, all your wires have gotten crossed. And we're all tangled up. So that's what I want you to do, Libras. I feel like I've pulled half the deck, but I also feel like I want to just... So I can get you one more. Let's see. Let's see, Libra. All the way over here. She doesn't have the 9 pentacles that you think she does. Do so recall she was going out for 1. That first pentacle. But you think she's got all 9 of them. And it's not in the pocket. That's not in the pocket by far. I think if you think that this other person that you are trying to hold on to is going to put in 90% of the work for you to bring you your 10 pentacles, I think you're sorely mistaken. She's not bringing 90% of this labor. she's not doing 90% of the work anymore. So she's going to take her 9 pentacles and she's going to go out and get that last one. And she's probably going to keep it all for herself. Truth. It's not like you have the 10 pentacles. It's like you want the 10 pentacles. But you're not willing to work for it within the partnership, and you're not willing to leave the partnership either. But you're gonna have to. You are gonna have to. You're gonna have to let something happen sometime. Stagnancy is no good for anyone. There is no growth in not moving, in not progressing. This is a forest fire. What's happening right now is a forest fire. I'm just remembering that I didn't take out the garbage yet today. So I better do that. But, yeah, what you have going on here is a forest fire. And had you practiced some controlled burns, you might have been able to contain it. But you just let the forest grow uncontrollably and wildly. And it has become overgrown. And nature is stepping in and saying, no, there's too much here. There's too much. There's not enough room for life. We're going to clear some space for you. We're going to make room. We're going to end this so that new things can grow. Yeah, that's what I have for you, Libras. I'm not going to go further into it right now. I just want you to use this full moon to release. Release, release, release. Let go. Let it pass. Let it pass. Don't get angry. Don't let yourself get angry about it. It's not going to do any good. It's not going to change anything. You're not going to get anywhere yelling at anything. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And you're just going to need to trust. Believe. Trust that the universe does have your back. The universe is trying to push you into your correct alignment. I know you don't want to do it. I know you don't want to see it. Because you really just want to focus in on what you have in your mind. But sometimes the universe has different plans for us. Sometimes we have already laid out different plans for us, and we're just being stubborn and stuck in our ways. So I encourage you, Libras, to release this moon. Let it all go. Let it all be. It's going to be fine. Trust in that. Believe it. Because I believe in you, Libras. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next time.